I'm Randy Appleton. I'm one of the attorneys with Shapiro, Appleton, and Washburn, and I want to take a few minutes to talk with you about what's called an underinsured motorist claim that arises from a motor vehicle collision. There's two types of insurance coverage that are involved in the claim. The first is the liability coverage from the defendant or the person that caused the wreck. In North Carolina, the minimum coverage for liability is $30,000. There's also your coverage or the coverage of the owner of the vehicle that you're in for uninsured or underinsured motorists. And if that limit is above the limits of the liability carrier, you're able to recover the difference in an underinsured motorist claim. For example, if the liability carrier for the defendant has $30,000 in policy limits and the vehicle that you're in has $100,000 of underinsured coverage, you can potentially recover that $70,000 difference from your underinsured carrier. The way that's done is once the liability carrier offers the $30,000 or their limits, you give written notice to the underinsured carrier that tender has been made. Once 30 days have gone by, if the underinsured carrier has not tendered their limits or attempted to settle the case with you, you can then accept the liability offer and proceed against the underinsured carrier. Another aspect of underinsured claims in North Carolina is that a plaintiff can choose arbitration. And arbitration involves a decision by 3 attorneys who are not involved in the case. Plaintiff picks one, the defendant picks one, and then those 2 lawyers pick a third or a neutral arbitrator. The arbitration hearing is set at a mutually convenient time and location. Rules of evidence are a little bit different than trial, and it makes the case or the presentation of evidence quicker and cheaper. The resolution or the decision of the arbitrators is typically binding and it's not appealable. So depending on the context of your case, arbitration may be preferable as opposed to going to a full-blown jury trial. If you have any questions about something like this, feel free to give us a call. We're typically available to answer calls from people confidentially and complimentary. If we're not there when you call, we're happy to call you back once we get out of court or out of depositions.